Oh. Huh? Um, but teacher, what's the difference?
Don't say that. This is incorrect. It should be corrected to what's the difference? Now, why is that? Well, the word different is an adjective, but we need a noun after what's the. What's the plus a noun? And the noun of this word is difference. So, what's the difference? What's the plus a noun? What's the secret? What's the idea?
In recent times, in fact, before today. What will happen next? It is Cristiano Ronaldo!
Yes! 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 Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the best football players!
No. I mean, yeah, he is, but it should be Cristiano Ronaldo's one of the best football players. When you use the phrase one of the best, it must be followed by the plural because you're referring to one of many. One in a group. Maybe there's a group of the best football players. It might be group of 10 and definitely Lionel Messi in there. I'm pretty sure about it. But you're referring to Cristiano Ronaldo, one in a group. So always use this structure. One of the best, one of the worst, one of my plus a plural noun. For example, one of my friends is a doctor. Meryl Streep is one of the best actors. One of the best ways to practice your English, it's up to you. Complete this sentence in the comments down below. Let this party begin, and I'm gonna come down and read all of your comments.
I love so much potato chips.
Don't say that. I like so much potato chips is wrong. It should be I like potato chips so much. Now, why is that? Well, when we want to say we like something so much, we use this structure. I like something plus so much or a lot. So these words, so much or a lot, goes after the noun. I like apples so much. I like dogs so much. And I love gummy bears a lot. Actually, I do because they're colorful and chewy. And I love how long it takes to chew up a gummy bear. They're just so pretty. I can't. Hold on a second. I have to get some. Hold on. Okay, now let's go back to the class. Where was I? Oh yeah. So to say I like something so much, use this structure. But don't confuse this structure with I like a lot of something. When you say that, it means quantity. It's like I like a lot of apples or I like a lot of gummy bears.
How old are you? I have 22 years old.
Don't say I have 22 years old. I have 22 years old is wrong. It's incorrect. It should be I'm 22 years old. Well, when we speak about age, we use the be verbs am, is, are, depending on the subject. I'm 22 years old. He's 40 years old. You can also say I'm 22, he's 40. Now, if it's someone's birthday, we use turn plus age. My husband is turning 40 next month. He's 39 now and his birthday is next month, so he's turning 40 next month. Oh my God, he's gonna kill me. I just revealed how old is he. Don't tell him.
Hey, Katie. Marie gave the book to your brother. No, she gave the book to him and I.
She gave the book to him and I is incorrect. It should be She gave the book to him and me. This is a very common mistake that English learners and many of native speakers make. So you're not alone there. We have two groups, subjects and objects. Well, the subject does the action and the object receives the action. They sang happy birthday to him. They did the action and he received the action. They sang happy birthday to him. He gave me a warm, tender kiss. So he did the action and I received the action in the past. The next thing to keep in mind is that both pronouns must be of the same type. Therefore, you can never say him and I or he and me. You have to say him and me or he and I. So, he and I do the action, him and me receive the action. She gave the book to him and me.
I prefer coffee than tea.
I prefer coffee than tea is wrong. It should be corrected to I prefer coffee to tea. When you compare two things and using the verb prefer to say I like something more than another, so we use a little things, that preposition to. I prefer coffee to tea. She prefers books to magazines. My mother prefers walking to running. Got it? Next, let's take a look at a very common mistake. The mistake of using double competitive adjectives. Okay, now take a look at these two sentences. I'm more taller than my girlfriend. I'm more smarter than my boyfriend. Yes, baby, if you're taller, I'm smarter. Okay, now see if you can get it. I'll give you a couple of seconds. Did you get it? Okay. We have two ways to compare two things or two people. Now, if the adjective is short, such as old, tall, smart, we add ER to it. I'm taller than my girlfriend. I'm smarter than my boyfriend. Now, if the adjective is longer, it's a little bit longer, we add more before the adjective. My mother is more serious than my father. These shoes are more comfortable than they look. I love them. If you find it a little bit tricky, don't worry. I've got a whole lesson on competitive adjectives. I'll put a link to that in the description below so you can check that out next. Next, let's take a look at this one. See if you can get it. He's a wonderful 27 years old young man. I'll give you a couple of seconds. Did you get it? It should be, he's a wonderful 27-year-old young man. If the number comes before a noun, then it's part of an adjective. So we keep it singular. For example, my friend has a 5-year-old son. I took this picture with a 12 megapixel camera. And you can see I've also used hyphens to join the words that are part of our adjective right now. And of course, if the number isn't part of an adjective, we keep it plural. He's a wonderful young man. He's 27 years old. I have a camera. It's 12 megapixels. Next, let's take a look at this one. They aren't hungry. See if you can get it. They aren't hungry. Nothing wrong with this sentence, but what was wrong was my pronunciation. They aren't hungry. It's wrong. It should be they aren't. They aren't. There's only one syllable in it. They aren't hungry. They aren't going. They aren't here. So use it with one syllable. I know there's no difference in written English, but it's a very clear difference in spoken English. So be aware of that. And the last one, I didn't went to. I didn't knew it. It's wrong, it's incorrect. You might think it's simple or easy, but many of my students make this mistake. So be aware of that. When we have didn't or did in a sentence, the main verb shouldn't be in the past tense too. It should be in the present, okay? I didn't understand it. I didn't go to. I didn't know it, okay? Good. So, I want to know, and be honest, do you sometimes make these mistakes? Tell me in the comments down below. That's it for today's lesson. I hope you really learned something useful and something new. If so, smash that like button. And if you want to see more videos like that, smash that subscribe button. Bye!